So my name's James Walker. I'm a third generation dairy farm here in the Cotswolds. We're milking 260 cows all year round with all our own young stock, based in about 550 acres. Been here for 30 years this year. My grandfather bought this farm 30 years ago, moved down from Lancashire, moved everything down, the whole herd, the family, the kit, everything came with us. So a normal day at the minute is get up around 3:30, come out and start milking for just before 4 o'clock, get through everything by about 6:30, 7:15. Quick half an hour stop then for breakfast, and then back out, get on with feeding the stock and any stock work that needs to be done then. Once we've done with all the stock work, we crack on and fix anything that needs fixing, wash things, maintain, greasing. Stop for lunch around 12:30, get everything ready for milking, get all the yards set up, bring the cows in, aim to be milking for about 2, and then sort of get finished by 5:30. We've really struggled getting onto the fields, getting on with land work, getting our cows out. They were about a month late this year coming out. Finally managing to reap rewards of that. Less cases, I suppose, of mastitis with them being out, being a bit cleaner, easier to keep clean and maintain. At the minute, I suppose we're getting better grass growth. We've got a lot more grass in front of the cows. We're managing to do longer grazing platform. It's taken us longer to get around the platform. So the weather this year, we've, like I say, we've really struggled to get onto the fields. We've really been tested with our muck management, our slurry storage, where we've been able to go, when we've been able to go. Due to that, we have made a bit of a mess in a couple of silage fields, but we've managed to get out there with the rollers and tidy it up as best we can. We've had to use more sawdust, more feed. We've bought in more supplement feeds this year just to get us through. We had a very poor maize harvest last year with the drought that we had at the start of the maize growing season. So we've had to we've been buying in sugar beet pressed pulp to supplement the cows to try and aid that out as long as we can. Definitely between me and my dad, we kind of know what needs doing without telling each other what needs doing. We just get on with it. The lads are very good at understanding when we're sorting things out between us, that they don't sort of wander off and go and have their own ideas. If they're unsure, they come and ask either of us because we both think in the same way. So 18 months ago, I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. Complete shock. There's not a lot of history of it in the family. It's had quite a large impact on my life, definitely work-wise as well. It makes it a lot harder to manage what I need to eat in a day to maintain a good blood sugar level. Even if I have a couple of biscuits with a brew, I've got to have some insulin because my body does not produce that anymore. If I'm having a more sort of active day, say over winter, then I require less insulin because I'm doing a lot more hands-on work, whereas over the summer when there's more tractor work, I have to inject a lot more. All the tractors have got a bag of sweets in them that I have to tell everybody else to keep their hands off because otherwise they'll be gone. If I'm out in the field on my own, it could be 10 minutes before somebody's there to me, and at that point I'd be needing an ambulance or paramedics, etc. Don't let it hold you back. Don't let it. I think that's the biggest thing, is you fear it too much. I know I did at the start. I thought, I'm going to have to back off doing as much hands-on stuff. I'm going to be more machinery related, but it's not possible. All of our milk goes to a local dairy. Support local, buy close to home. If your local dairy farm's got a vending machine, go and help them out. They make so much more margin on that, and again with local dairies you're often treated better for it. You're not part of this big cooperation chain. It's just shop local and support local where you can. Working with Cotswold, it's very nice to feel like part of the family with them. We had a producer meeting a couple of months ago and it was just like going into a big room of family almost, I suppose. Initiatives like Shout About Farming I think are fantastic for the agriculture industry. They're showing you what a real farmer's perspective is, not what you see on TV that's filtered and told what they can say almost. It's what is coming from the farm gate, what your farmers, the food producers, the people that keep the food on the table are actually going through in their own respects. Everybody's different, every farm runs different, but to hear as many different farms as possible is definitely an advantage.